And you know what? Let's go do it again. Maybe not for 18, but let's play some baseball as we take a look at our Lexus pitching matchup tonight and the Kings on the mound. But first, some particulars coming off of last night's game.
Well, I just think it was a tough game, and you certainly would like to win. The Mariners coming up on the short side of it, but a lot of things, a lot of firsts last night for these guys, and for most of them, that's the longest game they've ever played, and they probably will never play a longer game at the major league level.
And next time, if they do, hopefully they're going to win it. Lexus pitching matchup. Good one tonight as you have Felix Hernandez trying to end a 3-game losing streak. He goes against Joe Saunders, who's had his share of success against the Mariners.
Well, Saunders soft tosser, typical left-hander, so they'll have to be patient with him. But the big one is Felix Hernandez, and Felix getting things turned around. He struggled in his last few starts, so hopefully he gets things back on the right track tonight against the club. They like to swing the bats. They like to swing for the fences. Hopefully that'll play into Felix's advantage. As you take a look at what he's done in his last 3 starts and those struggles. He needs to get deep into this game tonight. 7 guys out of the bullpen having to pitch and throw a lot of pitches last night. He could certainly help him out by staying out there for 8 innings tonight.
Felix 5-4 career against the Orioles, 1-3 here at Safeco Field, while Joe Saunders is 8-1 against the Mariners with a 3.75 ERA. Final meeting of the season, and a lot riding on this game here for the Baltimore Orioles. Very much in contention for the playoffs in the American League. You got the O's, the M's, first pitch straight ahead.
Baseball on Root Sports brought to you by CenturyLink, a different kind of communications company. CenturyLink, your link to what's next. By Banner Bank, better ideas, better banking. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, presenting the hard-hitting action of Cage Sport Mixed Martial Arts, September 29th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. Roof is off. Beautiful night. Welcome back to the pen. Brad, Adam with you, getting you set. Mariners and Orioles. Game 3 of the 3-game set, although it feels like it's almost like Game 4 because yesterday, of course, 18 innings, 2 games, a long game, a lot of free baseball, the 4th longest game in team history, 2nd longest game at Safeco Field. And the man who caught all 18 innings was Miguel Olivo. How did he do it? And more importantly, I guess, how did he feel? Miguel Olivo tells us last night in our Sterling Bank, nobody works harder for you.
I'm a little tired. I'll be honest to you, but I'm fine. I'm keeping myself fresh all year long, but this game got me a little bit. It's not well harder, it's like I keep my mind, busy, to keep the pitches going the whole game and try to not call the right pitch, the wrong pitch, and then, I got a lot of credit for that.
Maybe even more amazing, Olivo back in the lineup today, but just as the DH, no squatting, just swinging, and he did well last night with a home run and had 3 walks as well. Montero getting Mr. Felix Hernandez, the King, loose. The King looking to snap that 3-game personal losing streak. Orioles and Mariners line up first pitch on the way next. Keep it here on Root Sports.
This is Mariner Baseball from Safeco Field in Seattle. It's the finale. The Baltimore Orioles taking on the Mariners here in Seattle. Glad to have you with us, Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. We've recovered. We're ready to rock and roll after last night's 18-inning, 5-hour, 44-minute contest. A 4-2 win by the Orioles. Good pitching matchup tonight. The King, Felix Hernandez, trying to end a 3-game losing streak against Joe Saunders. And here's the Oriole lineup that will face Felix Hernandez.
Floor manager Buck Showalter. Nate McLeod moves from leadoff to hitting third. He had 3 hits last night. Chris Davis with a big base hit to drive in a couple of runs and tie the game up in the 9th inning. And Taylor Teagarden, 7 hits this season, but he had to give Wieters a break. Wieters catching all 18 innings last night, so Teagarden will hit 9th and do the catching. Numbers for Felix Hernandez on the year. ERA under 3 still, 2.92 ERA. He has struggled in his last 3 outings. He will go over 200 strikeouts tonight, 212 and 2/3 innings for Felix. He needs to have a good game and pitch deep into this one. 7 relievers had to pitch in the game last night for the Mariners. Take a look at the defense playing behind him in tonight's game. Michael Saunders in left field. Franklin Gutierrez out in center. Casper Wells, the right fielder. And on the infield, normal setup, Seager at third, Ryan and Ackley up the middle, Justin Smoke the first baseman, and Jesus Montero will do the catching tonight.
Felix Hernandez, a career record of 5-4 against the Orioles, a 3.65 ERA. 1-3 here at Safeco Field, a 4-2-0. They'll face Andy Chavez, the former Mariner. What a game last night. Up high, ball one. First pitch to Chavez, and in the name of Bob Gibson, let's have a 2-hour, 5-minute Felix Hernandez complete game victory.
I will sign up for that. I think one of the things is you mentioned all the numbers from last night. Oh, solid line drive back up the middle from Chavez. Is the job that Ramirez did last night. Erasmo really pitched well going into the game last night, going 8+ innings. So hopefully Felix can be as effective tonight. Solid base hit. When pitched the middle away from Andy Chavez, he hit it back up the middle.
Lost his last 3 games. Anything that you've dialed in on that jumps out at you, or maybe a reason, cause and effect?
No, not really. I think it just, you go back to May when Felix did the same thing. He had about 3 outings there where he had struggled, and I think you start elevating some pitches, falling behind in some counts, and you're going to get hit. And I think that's all it is with Felix. He'll get it figured out. His fastball still looks good. He has good bite to his changeup. That's his best pitch. Been able to use his curveball and slider, but again, you have to work ahead of hitters. Felix one of the best in the business at putting them away when he's able to do that.
J.J. Hardy, the shortstop, 0-1 pitch. Checked down, and Wally Bell said he did go. Wally Bell at first base, Chris Guccione at second, Jordan Baker at third, and Ron Culpus got home plate tonight. Orioles did take batting practice today. Mariners did not. Eric Wedge said Boise at 5:30 dressed. No BP. And I can understand. 0-2. And held on to by Montero. First strikeout. Hardy's gone. One down here in the first.
And that's 200 strikeouts on the season for Felix Hernandez. That's a regular stat for him. Good fastball. Just runs it in on the hands of Hardy. Good pitch, well located when he was ahead in the count, 0-2. They'll pitch hard inside, get the strikeout.
You love that kind of consistency from Felix Hernandez. 4th consecutive 200-plus strikeout season. Chopper in front of the plate. Montero, no, it'll be Felix. Gets the out at first, retiring Nate McLeod. 2 outs. Felix starting tonight 4th in the American League in strikeouts. Max Scherzer of Detroit, 224. Verlander of Detroit, 218. Yu Darvish, 205. And now Felix at 200. Quick 2 outs. Here's Adam Jones.
Another big game for the Orioles. Trying to keep pace with the New York Yankees. The Yankees with a doubleheader today. They won the first game. So the Orioles, after winning last night, they were even with them for a couple of hours anyway before that doubleheader started.
Yankees lead 2-1, top 9 right now in game 2 after winning the first game 4-2. Here's Adam Jones. Ichiro made a sensational catch in left field, Sun Field at Yankee Stadium in that first game in the 8th inning. Bases loaded. Rajai Davis hit a sinking line drive. Drew caught it off his wrist, his left wrist, tucked it to his chest, curled and rolled in left field for the final out. Line drive right at Ryan. Felix out of trouble in the first inning. Gave up the leadoff single to Chavez, and that's it. Mariners coming up to swing the bat now to be Ackley, Gutierrez, and Seager here at Safeco Field as we go to the bottom of the first. Franklin Gutierrez will be batting second here behind Dustin Ackley. See if the Mariner offense can get clicking. Last night, not good. 0 for 17 runners in scoring position. Ouch.
Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Chevron. Dustin Ackley to lead things off. Then it will be Franklin Gutierrez, Seager third, Montero doing the catch tonight, hitting cleanup. Justin Smoke, 5-game hitting streak for him. You can see what he's done over that 526 average, a couple of home runs. He moves up to hit fifth. Saunders sixth, and it's Olivo, Wells, and Ryan to round out the 9 for the Mariners. Got the veteran Joe Saunders. He's been around, pitched with the Angels, the Diamondbacks, and now with the Orioles on the season. See what he's done. 2-2 record, 4.30 ERA. Only 23 innings pitched for the Orioles. 14 strikeout. He's a contact pitcher, not overpowering at all. Try to keep the ball on the ground. Wants to use his changeup as much as he can.
Big time. Soft toss and left-hander. First pitch, ground ball down to Andino. Throws out Ackley. Saunders has had outstanding success here at Safeco Field, 6-0 with a 2.30 ERA.
Take a look at the defense for the Orioles tonight in the outfield. McLeod is out in left field. Adam Jones will get it with the best of them in center. Andy Chavez, former Mariner, in right. And on the infield, Manny Machado at third base. Hardy and Andino playing up the middle. Taylor Teagarden, the former Texas Ranger, having to pick up Matt Wieters tonight. Wieters again catching 18 innings last night. So did Olivo for that matter, but Olivo the DH tonight.
Like one to Goody. Olivo's a hardy soul. He's ready to go. Talked to him before the game.
I'll guarantee you if Eric went to him and asked him to catch tonight, he'd put the gear on him and no problem.
Absolutely. That's how he rolls. 5 hours and 44 minutes last night. Saunders out of Virginia Tech. He's a Hokie.
Talking about the catching last night, I was talking to Valley about it, and I said he has to just be beat up today. And he said, yeah, you know, physically your body, you will definitely feel it. But he said it's the mental grind in a tight ball game and all those innings that's put on you mentally trying to call the right pitches the entire time. That's what eventually will wear you down.
Every pitch is precious once you start playing extra frames. Get a guy at second, get a guy at third. You're going to DH tonight. Got good numbers. That's another reason why Eric Wedge won him in there. He's 6 for 13 against Joe Saunders. Saunders and a nice dig over there by Mark Reynolds for out number 2. Bring up Kyle Seager. Take a look.
It's like a fairly routine play, but then he spikes it, and it's a good pick by Mark Reynolds at first. Could have easily thrown that down the right field line. Take a look at our McDonald Supermo and the pick by Reynolds at first base. Good play.
Here's Kyle Seager, 2 for 7 last night. Mariners are 1-7 against the Orioles. 1-4 here in Seattle. Final game of this season series. Popped up. As we said, soft toss and left-hander. Second baseman taking charge. Andino, 1-2-3 go the Mariners in the first. No score here at Safeco Field. Beautiful night, 67 degrees, and in honor of last night's 18-inning game, Root Sports is holding a Twitter contest. Tweet to @RootSports_NW using the hashtag When This Game Started with your most creative tweet about last night's marathon game. Our favorite tweet will win the Mariners and Root Sports swag. So check our Twitter feed tomorrow for the winner. Visit rootsports.com/Northwest for terms and conditions. My Twitter feed last night after Dave Sim show, we were hearing from folks all over the world, and hopefully more tonight. Was it Australia, Sweden, London, all over the U.S., the East Coast, the West Coast? Great stuff. China and Thailand, among other spots. Chris Davis tied it up in the ninth. Ackley made a great effort. Lionhead, he played perfectly here. And that ground ball got under Ackley last night, scored 2 runs, and sent us into extra frames. Mark Reynolds will stand in. Brendan Ryan looks like he just came from the barbers a lot of guys have in the last week or so. Mark Reynolds, the hitter. Reynolds 0 for 7 on last couple of games. He's 2 for 12 on the on this series. Back up this way, right above us. Thing's buzzing by here.
One of the things to keep an eye on with Felix is usually the first couple of innings for him as he tries to figure out what's working for him on a given night. He knows about his perfect game. He had all 5 of his pitches that day. It was a tough day for the hitters, but typically Felix will have to figure out maybe today's the day for the curveball or the good changeup as he breaks his bat from Reynolds. Looks like he has a good fastball tonight.
Reynolds went 0 for 7 last night. He's 0 for 1 here this evening. Quick 2 outs this Friday. Make sure to arrive early. Ballpark, watch batting practice, participate, catch and win. Simply catch one of the dozens of specially marked baseballs, and you're able to redeem it for Mariners autographed baseball. It's all part of Fan Appreciation Night here at Safeco Field. For your seat to join in on the prizes and surprises of one of the biggest nights of the year, go to mariners.com/fan. Manny Machado. Adam Jones talking to him before the game. He said the defense has been anchored by this kid since he came up. Adam says he's better at 20 than I was.
He made a couple of nice plays in last night's game. Kid played shortstop in the minor leagues, and when he was called up, they moved him over to third base. J.J. Hardy, the everyday shortstop for the Orioles. A couple of fine plays by a young player.
And he's got a really good arm. You can tell he was a shortstop. Talking to the Orioles, we said Machado's defense and obviously their bullpen, which has been outstanding all year, helping them win all these one-run games. Major part of the Orioles' success. Bouncing ball, finds a hole, base hit.
You can see Kyle Seager, the third baseman, ranging to his left, trying to reach back and almost catching the ball behind him to get a little bit bigger hop, something that he can handle. You see typically when it gets beat into the ground like that, a second hop has a lot of top spin on it as it shoots by Kyle over at third.
Two outs, the hitters, Robert Andino, the second baseman. 0 for 2 last night. Well, gets away. And going to make his way down to second is Machado.
It looked like Felix. Sometimes runners at first, they'll get a little bit of a lead and they'll try to peek in, steal a sign from the catcher. And typically what they're looking for is an off-speed pitch to run on. And Felix tried to catch him napping. Felix has quick feet, but that a little bit too quick as he throws it back into the runner, and Smoke not able to handle it.
Machado, 2 outs. He's at second base on the E1. Yankees have closed out Toronto 2-1, so they take the day-night doubleheader. 4-2 and 2-1. Strike 1 to Andino. Orioles' success, winning games like they did last night. Extra innings are 14-2. 1-run games 27-8. 2-run games are 23-13. Let's not forget what Ramirez did last night. He was outstanding. Another opportunity here for Ryan. All 3 assists here in the second inning. Quickly done as we have a good pace going here with the Kings Court in session. No score.
Today's Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
King Felix in session tonight. The court is here. No score. As we go to the bottom of the second inning, Felix trying to end a 3-game losing streak. Giving up 2 hits. Struck out 1 first 2 innings. Bill Saunders' first pitch to Jesus Montero in there for a strike. Montero smoking Saunders here in the second. Fly ball center field for Adam Jones. 1 out. Interesting what happened to the 2 managers. Eric Wedd said he got home about 2:30, got to bed about 3 o'clock, got up at 7 with the kids. Meanwhile, on the other side, Buck Showalter, he had to go to the hospital because Brian Manis, one of his pitchers, had an allergic reaction to something. There was some kind of peanuts in a spread that was in the clubhouse last night. So he was in the emergency room till about 5 o'clock. Manis is okay. Buck said he eventually got to sleep and woke up about 9 and began his day. Here's Smoke. 3 for 3 with a homer, 2 RBIs against Joe Saunders. To left field. Nate McLeod. 2 outs. Don't miss one of the biggest nights of the year, Fan Appreciation Night. It's coming up Friday. Mariners say thanks for your support this season. Giveaways all game long. Come get them. Win great prizes, including round-trip tickets from Alaska Airlines, Holland America Cruises, a flat-screen TV, autographed jerseys, and much, much more. Join the fun at Fan Appreciation Night. Pick up your tickets at mariners.com/fans. Quick 2 outs. Here's Michael Saunders. Toss from last night's game. Watch the bulk of it. One of the better hitters the Mariners have. Eric Wedd said Saunders was in apologizing, and Eric said, "You don't need to do that," but Eric said he fully appreciated Saunders coming in and said it just shows the spirit of this kid and the toughness and the continued growth. So swings and fouls that one 1 and 2.
Well, he has shown this year some of the fiery attitude that Eric is looking for in some of his guys, and Michael a little bit carried away with it last night, ended up getting him tossed out of the game. And you're right, hitting .351 over his last 16 games. He's definitely been one of the hot hitters as he strikes out here his first time up.
Throwing down his tee garden to Reynolds, and we're through 2 here at Safeco Field. No score. Battle between Saunders and Felix Hernandez. Chef Dave doing his regular routine, bringing down the big turkey leg to a lucky winner. Boy, he didn't waste any time either. He got all over that. Very nice. Pass it to his sibling. It's a hardy group. Taylor Teagard, backup catcher for the Orioles, looks at strike 1. About him coming off the bench, swinging the bat, picking up a run.
And he'd been struggling too. Dumped the ball down the right field line. Good sign for Felix here early in the game. Recorded 6 outs. One of them a strikeout, but 4 ground ball outs for Felix.
Teagard in the 8th inning. Base hit to right, broke the 2-2 tie. Insurance tally from Mark Reynolds.
We'll take a look at the 18th inning. This is Teagard, and the ball jams him off the pitch from Lucas Litke, and then it drops in, and there's the run. Go-ahead run in the 18th inning.
Nate McLeod scoring. That was the first pitch that he'd seen, too.
And for the Orioles, they executed a perfect hit and run just before that. McLeod reaching base, and then they put the hit and run on. Hit the ball behind the runner. He ended up at third and scored on that hit.
2-2. Breaking ball into beauty. Got him. Froze him, too. 2 down. Second strikeout for Felix.
Take a look at the curveball from Felix. See that buckle by the right-handed hitter. We see that a lot when he has a good one going, and that was a pretty good one. It was up a little bit, but some good bite to it. McDonald Supermo. You can see the spin of the 12-6 curve.
Second strikeout, 1 out here in the 3rd. Top of the order, Andy Chavez. Stand in. Strike 1. Felix's last victory was at Minnesota, August 27th. Hold on to by Montero. He went complete game to get that victory. 5-hit shutout. 1-0. Chavez, a couple steps towards left center. Gutierrez, 1-2. Team off, 2-2.
Felix has had a good fastball tonight. He's right around 94 miles an hour.
Two. Swing and a miss. Got him. Back-to-back Ks. Third strikeout on the night. 2 outs here in the third.
Take a look at the last pitch. That's the changeup from Felix. You can see the bottom drop out of it as Chavez swings over the top of it. And Felix's changeup a lot harder as far as the velocity than most. If you take a look at our McDonald Supermo and the changeup, the changeup be anywhere from 89 to 91 miles an hour. It's only 3 or 4 miles an hour off of his fastball, but he gets a tremendous amount of sink to it.
One count to J.J. Hardy. He was the first strikeout victim. Tough go for Felix in this building against the Orioles. 1-3, a 4.20 ERA. 2-1. Off speed pitch. Fouled it off.
He's looking like he has all of his pitches tonight. That was a slider. We've already seen the good curveball in this inning. Has a strikeout on the changeup as you take a look. Kings Court, they won another one. Felix with 3 strikeouts in the game here, working in the third.
2-2, got him. Strikes out the side here in the third. Now he is right on track where he wants to be. Felix Hernandez, 4 strikeouts in the first 3 innings. No score here at Safeco Field.
Baseball on Road Sports is brought to you by Northern Quest Casino, Spokane's newest destination resort, and by Ford. We are local. Guys, back upstairs to you. Beautiful night for baseball. Not 18 innings of baseball, but, 9, 8.5.
It's a baseball game you just never know, and a great way to celebrate your 29th birthday. Happy birthday, many happy returns. And in the King's Court, here's Miguel Olivo, the Iron Man.
Miguel didn't just catch 18 innings last night. He also hit a 2-run home run in the game. Gave the Mariners the early lead. Hit the ball off of the scoreboard out in left center field for Miguel. His 11th home run of the season.
Happened at 8:21 Pacific time. Mariners never scored again. Olivo's get good numbers against Saunders. 6 for 13, a home run and 2 runs batted in. Olivo, Wells, and Ryan, bottom third of the order here in the third inning.
Take a look at the home run last night. He gets a hanging breaking ball from Chen. He just destroyed that pitch as it ricochets off the scoreboard.
Nice foul.
Tonight he'll have to deal with the changeup. Not as many breaking balls from Saunders. It's more sinking fastballs, 85 to 87 miles an hour, and his changeup.
2-2. Saunders tried the first 6 men that he's faced. 1 strikeout, no walks.
Fouling off some tough pitches. Saunders just off the plate away with the last 2 pitches, a little bit too close to take in a 3-2 count. All Olivo can do is foul him off.
Big stolen base last night too. Yellow Olivo. 3-2 pitch. Center field, Adam Jones. 1 out. All right, time now for our AT&T Trivia Contest. Who won the longest game in American League history for his first of 2 wins on the same day? George Herman, Babe Ruth, George Thomas Seaver, Walter Johnson, or Denton True Cy Young?
I'll go with the Cy Young.
That's a good question. For variety's sake, I'll go with Walter Johnson. That sounds like something from that era. That's hit well. It will not stay fair. Off the bat of Casper Wells.
Walter Johnson, you said?
Mm-hmm. Revisit that's a good question. Question. 0-1 to Wells. This one a long run for Andino and Reynolds. Andino, no, Reynolds tried. No play.
Well, they had to run a long way. If the second baseman can get to it, it's an easier play for him. You can see Reynolds having to look back over his shoulder again. It looked like he had a glove on it at all. It falls into that triangle out there.
Well, Andino had a way better angle.
Typically, in major league stadiums, the ball will always come back towards the field of play, and if it's going to do that, the second baseman or the shortstop, if it's down the third baseline, typically have a better angle at it, easier catch for them.
Wells coming off a 1 for 7 last night. Walk, a run, and a strikeout. Played in right field. Here's the 0-2. One and 2 as we play here in the bottom of the third. It's blocked by Teagarden. 2-2. Early results fans are going with Cy Young. 47%. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Down to Hardy. 2 outs. Bring up Brendan Ryan. Coming off an 0 for 3 yesterday. Trying to break a piece of bad road. He's 0 for his last 7.
be a good test on what Brendan has been working on. That's trying to stay up the middle of the field, because Saunders will pitch in occasionally, but for the most part, he's going to try to get you out away. And now right there, you can see his front shoulder pulling off of the ball in that pitch. 87-mile-an-hour sinker on the outside corner. He's going to have to really stay with it.
Saunders a quick worker. Here's the 0-2. Hokie High, VPI, Virginia Polytechnic Institute. Joe Saunders played his college ball in Blacksburg, Virginia. Off-speed pitch struck him out. 1, 2, 3. And how about Saunders perfect through 3? No score here at Safeco.
Mariners and O's actually played the equivalent of 2 games yesterday. The Jays and the Pinstripes, because of weather, actually did play 2 games today. Andy Pettitte returned to the mound for the Pinstripes after fracturing his fibula 3 months ago. Pitched 5 innings. He kept the Jays scoreless, only giving up 4 hits, earning the win. The Bombers take game 1 of their doubleheader 4-2 in our Sterling Bank score from the AL East. And I'll have more scores throughout the evening, gentlemen.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Felix Hernandez. 4 strikeouts through 3 innings. First pitch off the plate to Nate McLeod. McLeod said the most tiring thing for him last night was running to and from his position. I said, you had the short way. You were in left field for the most part. He said, well, the right fielder really caught it. I said, yeah, tell me. With Atlanta earlier this year.
Giving baseball players and professional athletes, I think if you can't jog that far.
But he was partially kidding, but it was, it's just that kind of a crazy night last night as he grounds out the act. 1 out. But I hear your point. Dude, this is what we pay you for. Adam Jones, the hitter.
Adam hit the ball hard his first time up. Runner on second with 2 outs, and he lined out to the shortstop, Brendan Ryan.
Ball 1. Alex has given up 2 hits. Joe Saunders, none through 3 innings. Back up the middle, base hit. Got it off the end of the bat.
1 out. Adam is a fast runner. He will try to steal a base. Typically, managers are aggressive when Felix is on the mound. Have to try to get 3 hits in a row off of him to score a run, so they try to put the game in motion against Felix.
Chris Davis. Davis ground out the short first time. Swing and a miss by Davis. Good power hitter with 26 home runs. 72 runs batted in. Broken bat ground ball. Seager gets 1, 2, no. Davis beats it out.
Well, that would have been a great turn if they were able to pull it off. The ball wasn't hit hard. In fact, it shattered the bat of Davis. Kyle gets rid of it quickly, but Adam Jones, a fast runner, is right on top of Ackley, and he just couldn't get enough on the throw to first. You see Jones right on top of him, taking his feet out from under him. It would have been a great turn. Good effort as Jones slides into him. Good clean play all the way around.
Davis running hard through the bag. Bring up Mark Reynolds. 2 outs, runner at first. Breaking ball for strike. Felix pitching to Jesus Montero for the first time since Saturday, June 23rd at San Diego. Mariners won that game 5-1. Generally, since that time, it's largely been John Jaso with Miguel Olivo mixed in there once or twice.
I think here early in the game, Montero and Felix seem to be on the same page. I haven't seen Felix shake him off much.
This 1 and 2.
And you can see here Felix with great movement on his fastball. The fastball velocity at 94, but it's that downward movement. Reynolds swinging over the top of it, and Felix Court fired up again.
Seager guarding the line against Reynolds down at third. 2 outs, runner at first. Davis not a fast runner. 1-2. Count evens. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Felix trying to make a late push. His final start, see if he can get another Cy Young award. He won it in 2010. Full count. Deck is Manny Machado, the third baseman. Davis will take off. He goes the pitch. Line drive, left center field. Davis was moving. He'll get the wave on from DeMarlo Hale. Here's a throw by Ryan. It is not in time. 1-0 Baltimore. The big man scores from first on a base hit to left center field. Off the bat of Mark Reynolds, who picks up his 65th RBI.
Well executed base running here. You see the line drive, it looks like it's harmless. It's going to be a base hit. Franklin gets it in quickly, right to the cutoff man Ryan, who gets it back to home. But a good read by the third base coach, and Davis running hard the entire way, able to score from first on a single.
It's Manny Machado. He's hit the left his first time up. Inside, ball 1.
Take a look at the slide as Montero tries to reach and get to the ball. He knows where the runner's at and come back and put the tag on him, but Davis clearly beats it.
Nice slide. 1-0 Orioles. That was their 4th hit. 1-1 the count.
Pitcher perfect with Davis coming into third and DeMarlo Hill working down the line, watching the play. and trying to make a decision. And I think in the end, with 2 outs and Felix on the mound, he decided, let's go ahead and send him. And it worked out for the Orioles.
Marlowe, former bench coach for Terry Francona up in Boston. He was down the line in good shape, and it looked like he was going to hold him. And then he said, come on, bring it.
I think when he saw a little bit of air under the ball, not a real strong throw, was when he decided to go ahead and take a chance.
1-1 pitch. Tied him up. 1-2. Two pitch to Machado. Runner goes. Swung on a miss. Strikes him out. That'll do it. But the Orioles do get a run on 2 hits. RBI by Mark Reynolds. Felix does pick up his 5th strikeout. And we're going to see Kyle Seager trying to get the Mariners off the schneid. 17 scoreless innings for the boys. Trying to break that run.
We're headed to the bottom of the inning now. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Jays and Bombers, we showed you game 1 earlier. Time for game 2 of their doubleheader today. And Ichiro comes through in the clutch. This one tied at 1 in the 8th, and Ichiro floats one into left field. Have you ever seen that before? Curtis Granderson comes around to score, and the final in game 2, the doubleheader, 2-1 Yanks. So it proves to be the difference. Guys?
All right, as you look, Angie, at the American League East standings, the Yankees at this second with a 1-game lead over Baltimore. Tampa Bay, big winner at home against Boston, 13-3. Here's Ackley leading off, 1-0. Mariners 17 consecutive scoreless innings, haven't scored since the Olivo 2-run homer last night.
We'll see what kind of adjustments they make. This is the second time through the lineup. Saunders has basically pitched them away. In fact, I don't remember him throwing a pitch inside to anybody yet.
No, 9 up, 9 down for Joe.
37 pitches, 24 of them strikes. 7 first pitch strikes to the 10 batters that he has faced.
Center field and deep, but Adam Jones right there. Mariners haven't scored since Olivo's 2-out, 2-run homer in the 4th last evening. Check out our CenturyLink high-speed pitch. Joe Saunders pretty much on his normal schedule at 89. Felix at 94. 10 in a row retired by Joe. Gutierrez, who's got a 6-for-21 mark against Saunders with 2 runs batted in. Texas and the Angels, no score, top of the 3rd inning. That's in Anaheim. Angels all over them last night. Derek Holland against C.J. Wilson in that game.
Tigers winning 6-2 in Detroit against the A's. I think a lot of people will be watching what Cabrera does the rest of the way out. Has a real chance at winning the Triple Crown. Starting today, he was leading in average in RBIs, and he was 2 homers behind Hamilton.
Look, some numbers today. Elvis Andrus just tripled in a run. 1-0 Texas. 2-1 here to Goody. To left field. Deep. McLeod going back. Goodbye. Home run for Franklin Gutierrez, and he ties it at 1-1. Goody with his 4th home run. That ends a run of 10 consecutive hitters retired by Joe Saunders. New ball game. Nice easy swing, produces a run here for the Mariners.
Franklin gets an 86-mile-an-hour fastball. It looked like Saunders was going away with it, and Franklin gets out over the plate. Pitch ends up middle away as he goes out. Hammers his fastball. Bell tie, one of the few mistakes we've seen from Saunders so far here early in the game.
Advantage of being ahead 2-1 at the count. Tie ball game at 1-1. First run for the Mariners ends a 17 1/3 scoreless run here, going back to the Olivo 2-run homer in the 4th last evening. 383 feet worth of home run. Mariners, that's home run number 134. They're 11th in the American League. Off speed pitch into the glove of Andino. 2 outs. Calling all of our youngest Mariner fans, don't miss Kids Appreciation Day presented by Iverson Kid Valley, coming up this Sunday here at Safeco Field. You're going to win great prizes throughout the game, including flat screen TV and iPod, an electric guitar. You can also have a chance to get your face painted, participate in pregame parade around the field, and more. So join in on the fun at Kids Appreciation Day this Sunday. Get your tickets at Mariners.com. There's Montero with 2 outs and a run in. Jesus flied to center in his first at bat. Foul ball. We were talking about Miguel Cabrera today. Went 1 for 3, an RBI. Hit his 41st home run.
1 home run behind Hamilton. Although the Rangers now scored a couple of runs, and he may have been in the middle of that. Good changeup from Saunders.
Two balls, 2 strikes here.
Tripled up on the changeup. Saunders, we've seen him in the past with the Angels. He'll throw 4 in a row.
Deep drive left field. McLeod track, looking up, makes the catch. Wow, well done. Mariners get a run. They break a scoreless skein of 17 1/3 on the Gutierrez home run. Ties the score at 1 for Felix Hernandez. McLeod making an effort to get Goody's home run, and actually this is off the bat of Montero. Big catch there. We have a 1-1 game. Things over thanks to Franklin Gutierrez with a big home run, tying the score at 1-1. Quick answer to the RBI by Mark Reynolds. Check down the first. Wally Bell says Robert Andino did go. Strike one. Andino grounded out to short first time. Felix Hernandez, 5 strikeouts, no walks, giving up a run on 4 hits. Breaking ball. That's something.
Good curveball. He has all of his pitches working for him tonight. Seen a good curveball a couple of times. He's used his slider. Mostly it's been fastball changeup.
Missed with the fastball, 1-2. Two pitch. Missed again, 2-2.
A good pitch.
Oof.
Popping a couple of fastballs inside. You can see Felix not happy. Instead of hit her up and execute the pitch, he'd like to get the call, and he missed that one.
On Culpa, home plate umpire, 2-2 pitch. In the chase. Strikeout number 6. One down here in the 5th inning. Visit our trivia question brought to you by AT&T. Who won the longest game in American League history? For his first of 2 wins on the same day, I went with Walter Johnson. Mike went with Cy Young. Fans went with Cy Young. Survey says about this, George Thomas Seaver pitching in relief with the White Sox beat the Brewers in the 25th inning in the game in '84. Game had been suspended. Okay.
Wow.
And he started the regularly scheduled game and beat Milwaukee again. I mean, that's where he won his 300th career game. With the White Sox against the Yankees. Tom Seaver, hero of the '69 Miracle Mets. 0-1. Teagarden took a call, 3rd strike. A lot of movement, huh?
Trying to hit a wiffle ball.
Exactly.
He has it moving all over the place. His fastball has so much run to the right-handers in on their hands, and they're trying to catch up to it. So his slider, you can see that last swing, missed it by a foot.
1-2. I like the way he attacks with that fastball when he wants to run that baby inside.
And he appears to be pitching inside with it more today than we've seen him in the last few outings, and that's probably one of the reasons why his breaking ball has just been devastating. He just cannot stay on it. He's going back in there again. That's a good changeup.
Year in a row, the Orioles are giving the Mariners all kinds of trouble. Fastball right down the pipe. 7 strikeouts, 3 consecutive now. 2 outs here in the 5th. Mariners last year 2-4 against Baltimore. 2-1 here at Safeco. 0-3 in Baltimore. The Mariners are 0 for their last 6 in Charm City.
And this just locks him up. Not sure which way it's going to go, and it ends up right down the middle.
Seven strikeouts. Top of the order here is Eddie Chavez. Strike Andy. Orioles run came in the 4th inning. A 2-out single by Mark Reynolds scored Chris Davis on a 3-2 pitch. Chris was moving on the pitch and scored from first. Franklin Gutierrez, he answered with a solo home run in the bottom of the 4th. Ryan, that is one delightful play. That is something special. Brendan Ryan getting a speedy Andy Chavez and a ball pretty much in short right field. This is really something. On a bad angle, and to get something on the throw. Nicely done. Well, this is worth the price of admission. Watching Brendan Ryan play some shortstop. This is a heck of a play.
Take a look at it. It looks like the ball is up the middle. It's on the other side of second base. And there may be other shortstops that would have been able to get to it. But Brendan Ryan, you can see the throw. Not many would have been able to make that throw. He's thrown from all different angles his entire life, and it paid off for him there because that's a difficult play for anybody. And again, shortstops may get to it. But if they do, they're going to have a tough time getting it to first and being as accurate as Brendan Ryan. Put a star next to that one.
Strike one to Smoke leading up. Smoke, Saunders, and Olivo here in the fifth. 5, 6, and 7. Joe Saunders retired the first 10 men that he faced before Goody got a home run in the fourth. So it popped up. Jay Hardy's got it. One out here in the home fifth, and make sure you catch all the action. The 2012 Major League Baseball postseason on Fox and TBS. The excitement begins October 5th with the wild card on TBS. Michael Saunders struck out on a 1-2 pitch to end the second inning.
1-2 pitch was on a breaking ball, slow curveball. Michael will keep that in the back of his mind, see if he can get one in the middle of the plate.
And there it is, right on cue, base hit. Of the Mariners, just their second hit this evening. Root Sports looking for the biggest Mariner fans in the Northwest from state to state to find the most passionate in our region. This month we want to hear from devoted fans in Washington, so log on to rootsports.com and show us why you're the Mariners' ultimate Northwest fan. El Olivo. A long at bat, first time up, leading off the third inning.
Saunders stayed away from the entire at bat. He eventually hit a fly ball to center field for an out. Got a fastball away. That one elevated.
One ball game, bottom of the fifth. Saunders hasn't run in a while, has he?
No, he hasn't. Had that groin issue, and since he's been dealing with that, he's shut it down. 56 pitches for Saunders, 36 strikes.
So he was pretty daring do for that groin injury. 19 steals, leads the ball club. Outside, 2-1. Wedge said, somebody asked him, was that the longest game you ever played? And he says, I think last night felt like the longest dang game I've ever been in. He said, I'm anxious to play tonight. Let's go. And Hardy and Dino for 1. Reynolds for 2. That'll do it for the Mariners in the 5th, first double play of the ball game. 5 complete in a 1-1 game.
Sports is brought to you by ANA, Japan's leading airline, now operating a daily flight to Tokyo. Visit fly-ana.com. And by Jack in the Box. Get the All-American Jack Combo at Jack in the Box. It's a no-nonsense burger with fries and a drink for only $4.99 plus tax. You know, guys, I do not believe that you can jinx a no-hitter. But I know someone said something last night about the pace of the game. So I am not going to say anything about the pace of this one.
You know, I'm not into the jinxes, so doesn't concern me, but feel free to carry on, and feel free to carry on. 1-1 ball game. J.J. Hardy to lead it off. Hardy, McLeod, and Jones. Felix tonight with 7 strikeouts, giving up a run on 4 hits. Has not walked anybody. Fabulous play by Ryan to end the 5th inning, robbing Chavez of a base hit. Hardy struck out twice. Right field for Wells. 1 out. Down here in the 6th. Tomorrow on Root Sports, we're going to bring you a new episode of Seahawks All Access. Watch and listen to what happens as we go behind the scenes on the Seahawks sideline. We're also going to hear from quarterback Russell Wilson on the win against the Cowboys in a big matchup against the Packers coming up on Monday. This and more Thursday at 10:30 p.m. only on Root Sports. That is a good matchup. Seahawks playing well. Green Bay looking to reestablish itself. 1-1 the Packers are. Nate McLeod looks at a strike.
I had a feeling that Felix had a good chance to get to double digits in strikeouts tonight. The Orioles 12th in the league in strikeouts, so they'll swing and miss.
Just past the glove, just past the diving Ryan. Ackley gets back to cover the bag. Base hit for Nate McLeod.
Really good effort from Brendan Ryan. McLeod runs well. I don't think he would have been able to, if he came up with it, be able to throw him out. Just out of the reach of Brendan Ryan. McLeod looked like he was fooled on that pitch a little bit. It was a changeup away, just stuck the barrel of the bat out and found a hole back up the middle.
Thank goodness for the soft grass out there. That on the old hard surface.
On the turf in the Kingdome, no thank you.
Adam Jones, base hit up the middle last time, up 1 for 2. He lined out Ryan at shortstop in his first at bat. like he's got a real heavy fastball tonight, too.
Well, as you can see it from the movement of it, he has tremendous bite as it's the rotation that he has on it. That's the reason why he's getting so many ground balls, especially early in this game. Throw that in with the strikeouts, but he's able to keep it on the ground. And it's because of the movement of his fastball. And he's topping out at 94.
Runner goes. Good break. Ryan has got the one play. Throws out Jones for out number 2.
So far in this game, just 2 balls in the air. One was a line drive from Jones his first time up when he lined out to Brendan Ryan at short, and then a lazy fly ball to right to start this inning. That's it in the air. 70 pitches for Felix, 46 strikes. There you go, 64% fastballs for Felix.
Be careful here. Power hitter Chris Davis. 0 for 2 with a run scored. Oakland lost today 6-2 at Detroit. Yankees take Toronto in a doubleheader 2-1 and 4-2. Rangers lead 2-0 at the Angels in the 3rd. White Sox shut out at Kansas City 3-0. Central Division, White Sox 2-game lead on Detroit. Yankees a game lead on Baltimore. Texas 3.5 on Oakland. Here's our score. 1-1 ball game. Swing and miss. 1-2.
Another good curveball from Felix.
For 2 outs. Runner at second. He's hit by McLeod to second on a ground out. That was the 5th hit. 1-2 to Chris Davis. Staying alive. C.J. Wilson just left the game. Angels-Rangers game. Pitching just 2 2/3. 4 hits, 3 runs. He got pulled. 3-0 Texas now top the 4th. Mike Scioscia not liking what he's saying.
There you go. Just the 2 fly ball outs for Felix so far.
Big hitter here in Davis. Pitch. Been in off the plate. 2-2. Got Mark Reynolds on deck. Two.
So far in this at bat, Davis has seen everything but the slider. Last pitch, a changeup down. He's going to make sure he gets things straight with Montero, calls him out to the mound.
Myers done a good job against Davis. Coming into this at bat 1 for 11. Two pitch from Felix. This is wild. 2 outs, 2-2. The count and a runner at second. Long look.
One of the few times we've seen him in Montero. Montero just made a trip out to the mound.
Pitch to Davis. Off the plate, full count.
Well, that was the slider, so he's seen them all. First base open with the right-handed hitter waiting on deck. I don't think Felix will give in to him. He throws his fastball. He's going to try to throw it right on the corner. If he misses, he'll miss off the plate.
Three balls, 2 strikes. Austin, first walk. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. I'll bring up Mark Reynolds, who delivered the RBI back in the 4th to get Baltimore on the board. Mariners regular season is going to wrap up with the U.S. Bank Mariners matinee on Wednesday, October 3rd at 3:40. Note that starting time, 3:40 against the Angels. Spend your afternoon here at the ballpark catching a good old game of baseball and getting your last look at the blue skies and green grass of Safeco Field until next spring. For tickets to October 3rd's 3:40 matinee against the Angels, go to mariners.com. Mark Reynolds, good fastball hitter. Good hack, strike 1. Browns with 21 home runs, 64, 65 now with the RBI back in the 4th inning. 65 RBI. One.
17 pitches, 9 of them going to Davis, who ended up walking over at first.
There's a 1-1. 1-2 now. Strike away from ending this inning. Both teams scoring a run in the 4th inning, and Felix trying to post a 0 here in the 6th. 1-2 pitch. The plate, 2-2. Felix trying to end a personal 3-game losing streak. Last victory, 5-hit shutout at Minnesota. Back on August 27th, breaking ball fouled off.
Barely able to get a piece of that curveball. Another good one. It looked like it was at the bottom of the strike zone, just out of the strike zone. To Reynolds gets a piece of it. He's been a hot hitter. He's definitely looks a lot better now than he did when we saw him earlier in the year.
He was struggling mightily. Two and two, 2 out, 2 on. Full count. Runners will be moving. Manny Machado's on deck. Reynolds delivered a RBI single on a 3-2 pitch in the 4th with Davis at first. He was moving on the pitch and scored from first on a base hit to left center field. 3-2 pitch to Mark Reynolds. Struck him out. Felix Hernandez coming up with a big pitch when he needs it. Strikeout number 8 into Baltimore threat in the 6th, and he deserves to take that big sigh of relief, as maybe he's closing in on another Cy Young award. Let's hope so. 1-1 ball game.
Today's Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
See if the Mariners can generate some go-ahead offense here in this 1-1 ball game in the 6th. The home run by Gutierrez in the 4th ended a 17 1/3 inning scoreless run dating back to the 4th inning 2-out homer. A 2-run homer last night by Miguel Olivo. Here's Casper Wells to lead off the 6th. Wells, Ryan, and Ackland.
Baltimore able to put some pressure on Felix in that last inning. He had to work hard to get through it. See if the Mariners can do the same thing to Saunders.
We've seen his pattern now. Pretty good idea what he's trying to do. Retired the first 10 minutes to start the ball game. And Goody homered in the 4th. Joe's got 2 strikeouts, hasn't walked anybody. Double play helped him out, got him out of the 5th. 3-0 here to Wells.
He's been efficient, 61 pitches so far. That's right up his alley when he's pitching well. He wants the hitters to swing, pitch to contact early in counts, try to get as many ground ball outs as he can. And a strikeout guy.
He loves it here at Safeco Field. 6-0 record, a 2.30 ERA. As Hardy throws out Wells, 1 down. Now here in the 6th, tonight's Banner Bank Building to the Future looks at some of the long games this year by the Mariners minor league affiliates. Pulaski 23 innings in a game against Princeton. Played over 2 days. Pulaski lost 12-9. Rainiers beat Sacramento in the 18th inning in July. Scott Savastano, the winning pitcher in a game-winning home run, and that one in Jackson played 16 against Mississippi in April. Generals fell in that game 4-3. Brendan Ryan, strikeout victim his first time. Strike one. It's a base hit. Wow. Get it back in. Big turn by Ryan. 3rd hit. It's 3 consecutive innings now for the Mariners with hits. These guys, they played in some long ones here. They played last night and played in that July 18th game against Sacramento.
And has also played that game. He just didn't get in the game last night. Blake Bevan throwing in the Mariner pen. I don't think he's coming into the game. He was the security blanket out there tonight after the bullpen has thrown 18 innings over the last 2 days. So he was the guy that was chosen to go out there as far as the starters go. Blake's scheduled to pitch on Saturday, but Felix now working his way through 6 innings. It was time Blake just getting his bullpen work in.
He lays off the slow breaking ball. He's at 2-0. Ground out to second, fly to center tonight. Day off tomorrow, and then Texas comes to town. Asashi Iwakuma against Martin Perez. Blake Bevan against Matt Harrison. Jason Vargas against Ryan Dempster.
Well, Perez now in the starting rotation for the Rangers, and Feldman now. Feldman had not been pitching well. He didn't pitch against the Mariners in Arlington. Martin Perez, he had 3 innings against the Mariners and pitched well in that outing, so now he's in the rotation.
I'll tell you what, he was very good.
You know what he was? I thought he was really aggressive with his fastball. And I'm sure that's something that Ron Washington liked to see from the young left-hander.
4 1/3, 5 strikeouts
there you go.
On Saturday in an 8-6 Mariner win. It's impressive. 2-2 here to Ackland. Popped it up. Wow, coming all the way in. 2 outs. Here's Angie Menton.
Guys, the Boston Red Sox have been hanging out in the cellar for most of the season, probably feeling pretty good about themselves last night after beating Tampa. That was until the 4th inning of today's game. That's when Carlos Pena launches a 2-run blast into right, his 18th of the season, and the Rays absolutely drill the Red Sox in the Sunshine State. Our Sterling Bank final, 13-3. Guys?
All right, Angie, thank you. Got a 1-1 ball game. 2 outs, 1 on here in the Mariners' home 6th. Here's Goody. So look at the wild card standings. Angels, 3 back. Detroit having their problems. Texas leading at the Angels 3-0 right now. Now it goes to the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 to Goody.
Franklin with a home run. His last time up. 4th home run of the season. And a fastball, one of the few fastballs that Saunders has thrown in the middle of the plate. He hit it out into the Mariner bullpen. Ball bouncing into the bullpen. Knocked the beverage over and didn't get the ball.
Wasn't his beverage. I hope he paid. Start digging deep. Ryan back safely. I'm sure that guy was a sport. Bought the other guy another beer.
Really good races in the American League.
Aren't there? Man. 2-0. Hammered. Center field base hit. Ryan going to run. No, he's going to stop right there because Adam Jones, former shortstop, said, yeah, go ahead, run.
He has one of the best throwing arms in the big leagues.
Ryan got about 2 steps behind the back. Said, nah, I'm just bluffing.
Solid base hit on a changeup. Another pitch in the middle of the plate. So Franklin's seen a couple pitches and hammered them both. Solid line drive back up the middle. Adam Jones, again, one of the best throwing arms in the big leagues. Mariners have their first runner at second base tonight. He had the home run from Gutierrez, but chance to drive in a run here.
Well, let's set it up for Seager, Mr. 2-out special. Reynolds makes the play. That'll do it. Mariners strand 2. 6 in the books. A 1-1 game.
On Road Sports is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment, gaming, and dining destination. By Sterling Bank, life is about the good stuff. Your bank should be too. Visit our new website at bankwithsterling.com. And by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. Guys.
Good ball game here. Thank you, Angie. 1-1 as we go to the top of the 7th inning. Felix Hernandez will face the bottom third of the Orioles lineup. Manny Machado, Robert Andino, and Taylor Teagarden. Felix with 8 strikeouts, 1 walk, giving up a run on 5 hits. Machado tonight, 1 for 2. Pops up the bunt, and play made by Montero.
Sounded like Felix was yelling at him the whole time it was in the air. You take a look at trying to bunt for a hit, pops it straight in the air.
There's Andino. He's 0 for 2, ground out and strikeout. Right on. Felix's best run tonight. Into the 4th, into the 5th. He struck out 3 consecutive hitters. Ackley charges. 2 down. So the bunt by Machado. Let's listen in. I don't know if it was Spanish or what. He got a laugh out of Montero.
Good job by Montero. That would have startled me a little bit. Thinking you have it the whole way. You have Felix yelling at you.
All right, inquiring minds. We're going to have to find out what that was all about.
I think that was somebody that competes as hard as anybody we've seen and also likes to have a good time doing it.
Yes, very much so. He probably is breaking his chops.
I think so.
Big time. 0-1 here. Teagarden fouls him off. Orioles will head back east. They'll get into Boston about 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. And then enjoy the rest of the day off. Weekend series with the Red Sox, and then they got a Monday doubleheader at home. 0-2. Breaking ball. Felix will take care of this one. Very efficient inning. 6 pitches. They get 3 outs here in the 7th inning. So now they got to get him some runs. He's done his share. 1-1 ball game. Seventh inning stretch being brought to you by Captain Morgan. Raise your glass, always in moderation, to life, love, and loot. Well, we heard this song twice last night. Once we'll do this evening. 1-1 ball game. If the Mariners can get some runs against Joe Saunders as we take a look at the Mariners calendar, being brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Day off tomorrow. Texas in town. Back on the road again on Monday. Down to Anaheim. 3 in Oakland. Wrapped it up with the Angels. And then the season, my goodness, it's going to be over. It's going to be over. Man, where'd it go? Didn't I just say hello down in Peoria?
It seems like it, doesn't it?
Wow. This is game number 150 for the Mariners. Here's Montero. Joe Saunders has been very effective. Giving up a run on 4 hits. The run coming off of Gutierrez's home run. That answered a Mark Reynolds 4th inning single. Produced the run.
.76 pitches for Saunders. 46 strikes.
Saunders pitching with Arizona this year, 6-10 with a 4.22 ERA, 2-2 with the Orioles with a 4.30. And he clearly loves Safeco Field, 6-0 in 8 previous starts, a 2.30 ERA. Montero, boy, he hit a pitcher's pitch there. Andino throws him out. 1 out here in the 7th inning. Follow the Mariners with the MLB.com at Bat 12 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, BlackBerry, and Windows Mobile. Get your live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text that BAT to 31826 or visit Mariners.com for details. I've had that every year since it's come out. It's tremendous. Justin Smoke, fly to left, pop to short. At the end of the bat, McLeod will have an easy play. 2 outs. It goes back to what we were saying about Saunders. He loves this ballpark.
Yeah, he does. I think he feels comfortable here, so he's more aggressive. And again, he's basically just stayed away, and it's been a 2-seam fastball away. Now he's had good command of it. He's not throwing a lot of pitches in the middle of the plate, mixing in enough changeups and the occasional breaking ball, mostly to the left-handed hitter. And there will be a left-handed hitter now, Michael Saunders, who had a base hit his last time up, hit the ball back up the middle. There's the breaking ball.
Saunders with that 1-out single in the 5th. Raced in a double play, ended the inning. At the end of the bat. But his ability to change speeds here. Saunders running hard and just got him. Nice play by Saunders. He has an easy 7th inning. 8th inning coming up. 1-1 game. What a duel between Felix and Joe Saunders. Indeed, at the requested Robert Gibson pace. Top of the order. That's what Felix has done tonight compared to his previous start at Toronto. Endy Chavez looks at a breaking ball. Strike 1. Endy tonight, a base hit to lead off the ball game. Since then, a strikeout. It was robbed. A fabulous play by Brendan Ryan. Popped it up. And puts it away, 1 out. Make sure you visit MLB.com/fan guide to register for a chance to win a VIP experience for 2 to a 2012 MLB World Series game. It's presented by Scott's, the official lawn care company of MLB.
I think at this point, both managers have to be happy with their starters. Again, both of them having to empty their bullpen in the 18-inning game last night. I'm sure both Felix and Saunders both knew that they were going to have to go deep into this game, and they've been able to accomplish that.
Alex is giving up a run on 5 hits. Joe's giving up a run on 4 hits. Chopper, that is, oh, you believe this? Do you believe this? Go foul. It stayed fair. Wow, I thought that was a foul ball. Holy mackerel, Ron Culpa called it a fair ball.
I don't think Kyle would have picked it up unless he thought it was foul. He's looking right down at it. You could see him snatch it right away. The ball was still rolling. The ball is still rolling at that point. Kyle, you could see him just waiting for it to get on the other side of the line, and then he picked it up. If the ball is touching the line, it's a fair ball, but I don't think that Kyle would pick it up unless it was foul. I just, wow. But the way he was watching it, waiting for it to go foul, I don't think he would have touched it unless it went foul. And I'm sure that Eric Wedge feels the same thing because he's pretty adamant with his discussion with Ron Culpa, the home plate umpire. That's what you're taught. As soon as the ball gets foul, and I mean just barely foul, put your hand on it so that it doesn't have a chance to go back fair as we watch it roll. Watching it roll, watching it roll. Oh, that's close. It's hard to tell from that angle. It looked like it was foul, and then the ball maybe drifted back a hair, and Ron Culpa felt like it was touching the line.
I'll give him this. He was right on it. It was on top of the play, so base hit, runner on, 1 out. The hitter, Nate McLeod.
Watch the ball. Once it goes foul, watch it try to drift back just before you hide it again behind Kyle's shoe. You can see it coming back right there.
Yeah. Just got a piece.
And maybe he just didn't get it. There you go. He's telling him that it was touching the line. You're right. He was right on top of it.
Good job by Ron. One McLeod. Nate's tap back to Felix, ground out the short, single to center.
There's another look at it. We should be able to tell a little bit more from this one. It's foul. Oh. Right there is foul.
Yep.
And then
he made the right call. He just got a piece. I mean, it might have got a grain, but that's what he was working off of. I think that's exactly what he's working off. He got 2 grains.
Okay, 2 grains is enough. Well, hopefully it won't matter. See if Felix can get a double play ball here and get out of here.
1 and 2.
Good play by Sarah.
2-2. Two runs in this ball game. They both came in the 4th inning. 2-out RBI single, Mark Reynolds in the top half, bottom half, 1-out home run by Franklin Gutierrez, his 4th home run, 14th RBI.
Meanwhile, Felix had 100 pitches, 67 of them for strikes.
Playable. Saunders coming in. 2 outs. Now Felix has got to get Adam Jones, Josh Kinney, and Lucas Litke. Here they go.
We'll bring up Adam Jones. Adam probably has had the best at bats off of Felix today. He's lined out to the shortstop, had a base hit back up the middle, and then hit the ball hard. Brendan Ryan on a ground out.
Outside to Adam Jones.
Felix high on his pitches, 126, but that was back in April in Cleveland.
1-0 to Jones. Broken bat pop-up. He's going to get out of it. Seager's got it. Time to go to work for the Mariners. See if they can get a run here in the 8th with Oliva, Wells, and Ryan coming up. Well, if you're just joining us, that pretty much encapsulates the first 8 innings, which has gone by rather quickly here in less than 2 hours. 1-1 ball game. Felix Hernandez has struck out 8 and some stellar defensive plays. Goody got a home run. Mark Reynolds drove in the Baltimore run, and here we are in the bottom of the 8th inning against Joe Saunders. Miguel Olivo's going to lead off. Olivo, fly to center, bounced into a double play. He's 6 for 15 career against Saunders with a homer and 2 RBIs.
Tom Wilhelmsen getting loose in the pen. Felix looks like he's done for the night. So he's just hoping the Mariners can score at least 1 run here and turn the game over to Tom.
The 1. In out, soft, hard.
Ball with a 2-run home run last night. See if we can go back-to-back games here. At least hit one in the gap.
2-2. Two and 2 to Miguel. Nice hop from Machado. Strong arm. He's impressive. 1 out. Fans, be sure to check out the all-new Root Sports Game Connect, an interactive second screen experience, bringing fans closer to the game with live stats, trends, and analysis. Root Sports Game Connect. Connect now at rootsports.com. 1 out. Brings up Casper Wells, who's twice grounded out to shortstop. Middle. Hardy turns, bounce, no, base hit. All right. One out base runner here in the 8th.
Take a look at it. He's pulled on the pitch off the plate away, hits it back up the middle. Hardy playing over in the hole, able to get to it, but couldn't get anything on the throw. Couldn't stop his momentum from taking him out towards right field, and Casper will end up with an infield base hit. As you take a look at our McDonald's Supermo, stretch that out about as far as he could go, and again not able to keep his balance.
It's tough. Good job to get to it.
Yeah. Bring up Brendan Ryan. Brendan's 1 for 2. Got a base hit in the left field.
Hit it hard too. Ball 1. Wells 3 for 3 in base stealing. 1 out. Looking to get that lead run. Dribbler foul, 1-1.
.91 pitches for Saunders. They're starting to get some action out in the bullpen. Looks like Ayala. It is Luis Ayala, the right-hander, short armor.
One pitch here to Ryan. Inside, you can hear Ron Culpa. 2 balls, 1 strike. Showalter's team going to Boston for the weekend, then home for a doubleheader Monday against Toronto. Right field. Indy Chavez back few steps. 2 outs. Out of the pen, good activity as per usual. Crowd in the King's Court in the building, 14,001. Ackley, a ground out to second, fly to center, and a fly to left.
Rick Adair, the pitching coach from Baltimore, going out to the mound.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners.
Dustin Ackley's 0 for 3. Ground out to second, fly ball to center, and a fly ball out to left field. Saunders has pitched him consistently away in the game, and he's probably going to do it again. Try to keep everything to the big part of the ballpark. Talking about him pitching well here, I think that's a big reason for his success, Dave. Just pitching away, let him hit the ball the other way. Try to stay away from any mistakes in the middle end.
Well, it's a pretty good runner at first base. First pitch to Ackley. Ball 1. Saunders is ready. Here's the 1-0. Ackley off the plate, so he's ahead. Dustin's ahead 2-0.
He missed his location with that last pitch. Maybe he's getting tired. 95 pitches for Saunders. He wanted that pitch away and ended up inside.
Darren O'Day up now.
Yeah.
2-0.
Right down the middle.
Back.
Mike Brumley not happy with that move. He turned around, looked right at the first base umpire, Wally Bell, and told him to clean it up.
He folded his arms. What are you talking about? I got it. 2-1. It's another strike, so the count evens at 2-2, 2 outs. Go ahead run at first base.
See the last pitch again in the middle of the plate. It's down, but it's in the middle.
Saunders set. 2-2 pitch. Zapper charging is Reynolds and applies a tag, and here we go to the top of the 9th inning, a 1-1 ball game. Felix Hernandez threw 8 strong innings, and he is done for the night. score. They're tied going into the ninth. Time now for a Nissan shift to the bullpen. And it brings us Big Tom Wilhelmsen, bartender, on in relief of Felix Hernandez.
Well, tie ball game, so obviously not a closing situation. But Tom, the best that Eric Wedge has out on the bullpen, so he's going to bring him in here to try to keep the Orioles off the scoreboard, give his offense a chance in the bottom of the ninth to win it. Tom's numbers, 27 saves on the year for Tom.
He's got to face 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Chris Davis, Mark Reynolds, Manny Machado. Up high, ball 1. Chris Davis tonight, ground out to short. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored the only run in the 4th inning. Walked in the 6th.
Tom's fastball 96 to 98 miles an hour. Good curveball and an occasional changeup to the lefty.
He's a good power guy. Wilhelmsen, be careful. This is drilled to left field. Saunders right there. Wow.
Take a look at the line for Felix Hernandez tonight. 8 innings pitched, 6 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked the batter, 8 strikeouts, 103 pitches, 69 of those were strikes. 1 run. Davis scoring from first base on a single out to left center field.
He's moving on a 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. Mark Reynolds, the hitter. Ran out to short, RBI single to left center and a strikeout. 1-1. Cut.
He didn't look like he was trying to hit a single. Reynolds 21 home runs, the majority of those coming in the second half of the season.
One outside. Angels on the board now. They trail 3-2 at home in the 7th to Texas. 2-1 pitch. Oh, he took a lot off of that. Well done. 2-2.
Good 12-6 curveball. Probably noticed that hack. When that fastball straight back, comes back with a good curve.
That's tough. Good work by Tom. See if he can put him away. 2-2, 1 out. You're in the 9th in a 1-1 game. Pitch. Full count.
Jim Johnson, the closer for the Orioles, has joined Darren O'Day in the bullpen, getting loose.
Two to Reynolds. No play. Jim on the right. Darren O'Day. Johnson with 44 saves, best in the American League. Pitch to Reynolds, struck him out, 2 down.
We'll take a look at the bullpen and the work that they've done over the last couple of nights. See the pitches that they have thrown prior with 53, Perez 44, Caps 42. Kelly pitching both games 36. I mean, they just really have had a lot of work. Not many guys down there available tonight, and that's why we saw Blake Bevan earlier.
Bounced up there. And Machado, third baseman with a base at the left, a strikeout. Tried to bunt his way on, leading off the 6th, popped it up, and it was corralled by Montero. 1-0. Tom trying to get a third out here, get to the ninth, the home ninth. Chance to get a win. There's the 1-1. Good heat. All at 2 strikes. Nobody on. Guarding the line, Seager at third. 1-2 pitch to Machado. Breaking ball, no. 2-2.
Just missed the inside corner with that pitch. So many times he will throw it at the hitter, lock him up, and have it break back on the inside corner, but he just missed with that one.
2-2. He did a heck of a job to get a piece of that one. For the Mariners, in the home ninth, it'll be Goody, Seager, and Montero. 2, 3, and 4. First things first, try to get Machado. 2 out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch from Big Tom. Right to Ackley. Here we go. Bottom of the ninth. Chance to win it. At a 1-1 ball game here at Safeco Field.
Big Sky football kicking off this Saturday on Root Sports. Northern Arizona heading to Missoula, Montana to face the Grizzlies. Expect plenty of hard-nosed football because both these teams like to pound the ball. Montana features a 3-headed monster, senior running back Dan Moore, quarterback Trent McKinney, and Peter Wynn. On the flip side, Northern Arizona's got Walter Painted watch list candidate Zach Bowman. He is 4th in the school's history in rushing yards with 2,740 total yards. So join us here on Root Sports, 12:30 for Big Sky football on Saturday. Guys, new pitcher.
All right, Darren O'Day takes over here for Baltimore.
He's pitched well for the Orioles, a 2.47 ERA, 66 strikeouts over the 62 innings that he has pitched, a 208 average against. He's the sidearm. The Mariners saw him last night. Buck Showalter bringing him in the game, hoping to keep the ball on the ground. Really good sinker.
Well, here's the man that accounted for the Mariners' run. Franklin Gutierrez got a base hit, 4-base hit, home run back in the 4th inning. Home run, his 4th of the year. Strike one to Goody, Seager, and Montero here in the 9th. Go, Goody! 1-1. Brian Mattis, he was the one that had to go to the emergency room this morning. Buck Showalter accompanying him, had an allergic reaction to something. Got a peanut allergy, and something was in the clubhouse that affected him after the game. 1-1. Machado. What a throw. What a throw. Great play, 1 out. See why they were raving about him. Again, a shortstop by trade, but looking great at third.
Shows some good range on the dive. The key to all of this, yes, he has a good arm, but he gets up quickly. Gutierrez running hard down the lane. Watch him get up quick and the spin and then fire a strike over to first. Good athletic play by Machado.
Here's Kyle Seager. All one.
Kyle 0 for 3 tonight.
On a pitch. This is outside 2-0. Both teams scored a run in the fourth inning. That's it. Zeros. And dominated the scoreboard tonight. Seager's got a 2-0 pitch. 3-0.
Montero waiting on deck. Eric Wedge wants to do here with Kyle. Kyle leading the club in home runs and RBIs. 18 home runs, 81 RBIs. See if you let him swing 3-0.
From O'Day. With a strike. 3-1.
He certainly thought he was swinging because he threw him a 3-0 slider on the outside corner.
Three-one pitch. There's a drive. High and deep to right.
Safe there.
Down the line. And into the corner. And he makes the catch. Andy Chavez. Brother.
Wow. I thought Kyle had enough of that to at least hit it out of the ballpark. Just a matter whether it was going to stay fair or foul. It's a foul ball, and Chavez goes down into the corner.
That's a terrific play.
Really good catch.
That is really something. Two outs. Fans reacting to it. You hear the oohs and the ahs.
See Kyle watch it too, and from the dugout on the big screen just to make sure that he actually came up with it.
Montero's going to swing hard to the pitch middle in.
You better hope he make. I think right now, if a pitcher like O'Day, the slider is the pitch you can get in there because typically guys that throw from down low, that slider will be flat. If he goes after the fastball, he's going to have to get him to elevate one, and typically O'Day likes to pitch down with the heater.
1-0. That's going to get through. Base hit.
Let's see what Eric Wedge wants to do. He wants to get a pinch runner out there or not. He might wait for Montero to see if he gets to second before he takes him out of the game. Montero again catching tonight. Looks like there won't be any changes right now. Take a look at the swing. It's a fastball running in on his hands. J.J. Hardy, the shortstop, playing in the holes, and he fights this off back up the middle to get a base hit. He'll stay into the game. I think if he reaches second, though, we'll see a pinch runner for him.
Smoke tonight. Fly to left, pop to short, fly to left. Batting right-handed against lefty Joe Saunders. Joe Trout bats left-handed here.
Not bad.
Sure is. Andino. Guess what, folks? Second night in a row, we go extra frames. At a 1-1 ball game here at Safeco Field. beef jerky all season long. Jack Link's beef jerky. Feed your wild side. Second night in a row, we go extra innings, and as you know, the Orioles have been spectacular in this realm. 14-2 in extra inning games. The Mariners are 5-8. Last time the Mariners went back-to-back games, extra frames, June 30, beat Boston 3-2 and 11, and then on July 1, lost 2-1 and 10. Tom Wilhelmsen. 1-2-3 ninth inning. Pitch here in the 10th.
Bottom of the order for the Orioles, and Dino Teagarden, and back to the top with Indy Chavez, the leadoff hitter, hitting third this inning.
Root Sports looking for the biggest Mariner fans in the Northwest. We're going state to state, find the most passionate in our region. This month we want to hear from devoted fans in Washington. Log on to rootsports.com and show us why you're the Mariners' ultimate Northwest fan. And Dino Teagarden and Chavez, 8-9-1 here in the 10th inning. Wilhelmsen in the 9th inning gave up a hard line drive that was caught off the bat of Davis, struck out Reynolds, and Machado lined out to second base. And Dino tonight 0 for 3, a couple of ground outs and a strikeout. Fly ball, center field. One out. Here's Angie Mente.
Hey guys, Brewers and Pirates over in the senior circuit, battling it out for the NL wild card spot. We look on them, see how they were doing tonight. And on just the second pitch of the game, Norichika Oki belts a solo shot, his 9th long ball of the year, and the Brew Crew win it 3-1 the final. Guys?
All right, Angie, thank you. One down here in the top of the 10th inning. Off the plate for Taylor Teagarden. Now wild card standings. Atlanta pretty much got that one spot wrapped up. The second spot, St. Louis up 2.5 on Milwaukee, which has really come on the last 3-4 weeks. Oh! 1-1 to count.
You don't like setting records tonight, Dave?
No, not really.
Okay. The Boston Braves in 1920, back-to-back games, 45 innings.
Hello.
American League record, 1972. The Brewers and Twins went 37 innings back-to-back days.
Hey now.
Yeah, the combination of those two games, 37 innings. That's not exciting you right now?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I'm with you.
2-2. Didn't need a hand on the Bible to be truthful either.
No, you didn't hesitate at all. And that's just fine.
2-2. Seager's got a charge. Nice scoop. Fine play. 2 outs.
Back to the top of the lineup for Baltimore, Indy Chavez. Indy tonight, 1 for 4, had a base hit his first time.
Top of the 8th in Anaheim, 3-2 Rangers over the Angels. Teams with a run on 6 hits. Mariners have made the only error tonight. Did not hurt them. Felix in a pickoff attempt threw a ball away back in the second. Ryan throws out Chavez. Chance to win it here in the 10th now. You got Saunders, Olivo, and Wells in a 1-1 game. Innings are presented by Jack Link's Beef Jerky all season long. Jack Link's Beef Jerky, feed your wild side. Pedro Strop takes over.
For Strop, 56 strikeouts, but 34 walks. He can get wild at times, throws hard. His fastball will be in the upper 90s. Opponent's average is 211. He's only given up 2 home runs this year, a 2.27 average for Strop. See what Michael Saunders can do for the Mariners. He'll start things off here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Saunders in the game. He's 1 for 3. He had a single base hit back up the middle in the 5th inning. Mariners not many opportunities. See the extra innings for the Orioles bullpen. That's pretty good. 55 innings pitched, only 5 earned runs for an 0.82 ERA. Mariners saw a lot of that last night.
Indeed.
Hopefully they can put another run on there tonight.
14-2 in extra innings on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch is Saunders. Not back. 27-8 one-run games. 23-13 in two-run games.
Good news with the left-hander out. If Saunders can reach first base, he'll have an opportunity to steal.
1-1 to Saunders. Formerly with the Texas Rangers. 1-1. Mariners 5-8 extra inning games. 5-8. There's his hat cockeyed like Fernando Rodney. 2-2 here to Saunders. Bottom of the 10th inning. Full count.
Michael should get a good fastball to hit. Strop again has walked his share of batters this year. I don't think he'll mess around. I think he'll go right at him with a good fastball.
Walked it. Chance to do something here.
Well, for Eric Wedge, he can either let Saunders try to steal it or have Olivo bunt him over. The thing about Michael stealing is he did have that groin injury, and we haven't seen him run since he's come back from that, so I'm not sure that he's healthy enough to try to steal a base. It looks like he's been running fine in the outfield.
Team leader with 19 steals. Olivo tonight. Long at bat, flied out to center, bounced into a double play, grounded out to third.
Machado, the third baseman, playing in on the grass, expecting the bunt.
Showed bunt. Ball 1.
Saunders reaching. First time the Mariners have had their leadoff hitter on base tonight.
1-0 count to Olivo. Ball 2.
Buck Showalter, knowing the Mariners are trying to give him an out, he wants to take it, but Strop can't find the strike zone.
Saunders back safely. Two-0. Bunt goes foul. Fans long memories riding Wally Bell after Ron Culpa called a ball fair. Bunt down the third baseline earlier in the ball game.
Yeah, that one clearly foul.
2-1. Kyle Seager picked it up, thought the ball was foul. Ron Culpa said no. Close.
It's quick feet, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Quick spin. Olivo didn't show anything. Stolen base leaders for the Mariners this year. Michael leading the way with 19.
2-1 pitch coming. Popped it up. 2 of those last night. Two of those last night, a night in which the Mariners went 0 for 17, runners in scoring position.
Well, we're going to have a pinch hitter now. For Casper Wells, it'll be Trayvon Robinson to hit for Wells. And again, if Michael's healthy, I think you have to take a chance now. You have a left-handed hitter up there. Michael, 86% success rate in trying to steal bases. I think it's worth the chance, again, if he's healthy. Robinson pinch hitting.
I don't know what to make of this popping up these bunts here. It's not been a good run here the second half of the season, getting runners over at all.
No, it hasn't been. Get the feeling that that'll be addressed in spring training next year.
Really bad. Ball 1 to Robinson. Trayvon last night took over for Saunders after he got thrown out of the ballgame. Went 1 for 3. Ball gets away. Oh, and it hit Mike Brumley. Good alert C there by Michael Saunders. Boy, oh boy.
That's a bad break for the Mariners. Take a look at. They're going to pick him. Would have been close. It jumps up and hits Brumley in the chest. Oh man.
Reynolds makes that play too. That might have been close. Real close.
I would agree.
Clearly, Saunders is not at 100% strength because he has not shown any indication of movement at all.
Well, and I've been watching him too. Most of the time when he gets his leads over at first, even if he's not going, he makes a hard break just to get himself in the mode of doing that.
Yep.
And we're not seeing that from him tonight. So I would assume that he's just not ready to go yet.
One and one, one out, runner on. There he goes. Good jump, swung on, missed, throw down at second, in there! Yes, sir,
right.
Safely. Stolen base for Saunders, his 20th.
Maybe he just felt like it's time to go. Tired of sitting around over here. Take a look at the break from Michael. Pretty good break.
Good job. Trayvon, that was a strike to him. He's got a 1-2 pitch coming. Winning run at second, one out.
Good breaking ball. Tried to throw it at his back foot. Trayvon able to get a piece of it.
Michael Saunders down at second base after stealing his 20th base of the season. Team leader in that category. One and two here to Robinson. Winning run at second. One out. Outside. 2-2 here in the 10th. 1-1 game. Both teams scoring in the fourth inning.
Brendan Ryan waiting on deck. A lot of left-handed hitters on the bench tonight for Eric Wedge if he decides to hit one.
2-2 to Robinson. Full count. Rains on deck. See if Robinson can come up big here. Chance to win the ball game.
going to hit for him. And for Brendan Ryan.
Here we go, 3-2. Breaking ball, walked him, first and second.
So a couple of walks. We're going to get a pinch hitter. Brendan Ryan goes back into the dugout.
You talked about the walks with Stroke.
Yeah, trying to help him out right now. Baltimore has a left-hander. Looks like Mattis. He's ready to go in the bullpen. It's going to be Mike Karp coming out to pinch hit. Back-to-back pinch hitters for Aaron Wedge. And that'll be it for Stroke.
But Showalter coming out. Looks like Brian Mattis will be. It is. Brian Mattis will get the call. 1-1 ball game. We're in the 10th. Here in the bottom of the 10th, Michael Saunders down at second with one out. He's going to pinch hit for Brendan Ryan. And he'll be doing battle with Ryan Mattis. Extra innings this season. There's the huge numbers, big part of Baltimore's success this year. 14-2 extra inning games.
All that means is that the Orioles are due to lose one day. Mattis takes over for Baltimore, the left-hander. Had been a starter, now he's out in the bullpen. High ERA, his ERA is over 5. Karp will stay in against him. He's also given up a bunch of hits, 112 hits in 94 2/3, 39 walks. 15 home runs allowed off of Mattis.
Karp 0 for 7 as a pinch hitter this season. Good a time as any as the first one for first hit.
Starts him off with a good breaking ball in the outside corner.
1 out, 2 on. Back, got a big piece of tail of Teagard. Karp behind 0-2.
You'll see the foul ball go right into the mask of Teagarden.
Oof, direct shot. Ron Culpa giving a few seconds to shake it off. Ooh, weak. It's that light mask again we talked about earlier in the year. 0-2 to Karp.
Luis Ayala getting loose from the Baltimore bullpen again.
Mariners last night 0 for 17, runners in scoring position. Saunders, fast runner at second pitch. Could not get him to bite. 1-2. 1-2 to Karp. Oh, damn, out. 2 down. Blew him away. Not been a good inning. They had the walk. Olivo tried to bunt the runner over, popped it up, fouled out to the catcher. Robinson walks, and then Karp strikes out. Top of the order now, Ackley.
Nanas probably pitches him the same way. Everything A-way. We saw it with Ackley earlier in the game against Saunders. Everything was away from him. Dustin 0 for 4 tonight.
One. Outside, 1-1. Ryan Maddox, allergic reaction, peanut allergy, kicking up today. Had him in the emergency room after the ball game, and here he is back out here. 1-2 count, 2 outs, 2 on. Game on the line situation with Ackley at the plate.
Well, so far it hasn't affected his command. He's been on the outside corner to both hitters so far.
1-2 pitch. Did not go, says Jordan Baker. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Saunders ready to run. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch. Will count.
Well, this will help Michael Saunders try to score if there's a base hit. He'll take off with the pitch. Good throwing arms in the outfield for Baltimore.
Here we go. Runners are going to be on the move. 2 outs, 3-2 pitch. Walked him, bases loaded. Winning run 90 feet closer.
Bases loaded, all walks. 3 walks in this inning. And that'll bring out Buck Showalter. He's going to get Ayala to face the right-handed hitting Franklin Gutierrez.
Crazy inning. Just crazy. 1-1 game. Had a chance to win the ball game here. He jumps on this pitch, a 2-1 pitch from Joe Saunders. That tied the ball game at 1-1 after an RBI single by Mark Reynolds in the top half of the inning. Goody's 4th home run, RBI number 14.
Numbers for Ayala: 2.70 ERA against short armor. Decent fastball. He'll be 91, 92. Try to sink it. Also use a slider. He's given up 76 hits in the 70 innings that he has pitched. He will get Franklin Gutierrez. Franklin, a couple of hits tonight, including the home run that we just showed you. Mariners tonight 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position.
So Saunders down at third. See if Goody can give him a ticket to ride here. 1-1. 1-1 ball game. Bottom of the 10th. Goody 1 for 1 this season. Bases loaded with an RBI. Ayala's ready. First pitch. That's one foul. Mariners and the Orioles 1-1. Yankees have won a doubleheader. Orioles sit a game off the pace in the American League East. Pitch. Chop foul. Ayala ahead 0-2.
He threw him 2 sinking fastballs in on his hands. First pitch a ball, that last one borderline.
Big crowd, but many on their feet. 14,001, 14,001. Hoping that Goody can come up big here. He's in an 0-2 hole. Saunders at third, get the bases loaded. Pitch from Ayala. Dribbler. Fair ball. Touch the bag.
Foul ball, foul ball.
Foul ball, says Jordan Baker.
That's a break. Another 2-seam fastball in on the hands of Franklin. Not sure if it broke his bat, but it definitely was in on his hands. He hit it off the label. Ball started off foul, bounced back fair. See Saunders. See if this ball kicks back to the left again, and it does. Now it's a good call. Franklin needs to put it in play. Orioles 12th in fielding. Never know, maybe they'll kick one for you, Dave.
Check that box as a yes. See what happens here. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 0-2 count to Gutierrez. Chance to win the ball game. Saunders at third. Luis Ayala. Pitcher used tonight. Buck Showalter. There we go. 0-2. Breaking ball upstairs. Orioles win 4-2-18 last night, 10-4 on Monday. Mariners trying to get just their second win against Baltimore this season in the season series finale. Long look by Ayala. He's ready. 1-2 to Goody. Enticing looking pitch, isn't it? A lot of guys like that high pitch.
Yeah, but I think Franklin right now, because of the first 3 pitches, is pretty much dialed up middle in, and those pitches were away. They were up also. I think Ayala probably tries to come back inside now if he missed with those 2 cutters. Good speed for the Mariners all over the bases.
Saunders the one that counts. He's at third. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bouncing ball foul.
Another sinker. That one on the inside corner was a strike. Machado, the third baseman, playing a step closer to the line.
Baby's on the line right here. 1-1 ball game. Each team a run on 6 hits. The Mariners have committed the only error tonight. Ayala is ready. 2-2 to Goody. Looper. Hardy's got it. We continue. 1-1, our score to the 11th.
Extra innings are presented by Jack Link's Beef Jerky all season long. Jack Link's Beef Jerky, feed your wild side. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here. Long ago in this game, Felix Hernandez started it. Elsewhere in the Cy Young race, the A's and the Tigers going at it, and Justin Verlander was in rare form tonight, or I shouldn't really say rare form. It seems like he's like this every time out. He pitched 6 innings with 5 strikeouts and kept Oakland from crossing the plate in his outing, but Oakland does score. Not enough. Tigers roll over the A's, 6-2 the final score. Guys?
All right, Angie, thank you. Baltimore and Oakland currently tied for the wild card. Angels 3 back. Bunch of changes here. We'll run them down for you. Josh Kenny takes over on the mound. Boy, opportunities don't get any better than what the Mariners just had. Bases loaded.
Yeah, I know they tried to hand it to him, but they weren't able to take advantage of it. A 3.58 ERA for Josh, 31 strikeouts to 15 walks. Pitched 27 2/3, only giving up 17 hits.
Munenori Kawasaki takes over for Ryan at shortstop. Trayvon Robinson, he's in left field. Saunders moves from left to right field. J.J. Hardy leads it off here in the 11th.
For Kenny, his fastball will be 91 to 93 miles an hour. We'll use a slider and a curveball. Slider is his out pitch.
One pitch here to JJ. 1-2. Only runs in this ball game coming in the 4th inning. Beginning of the game, I was asking for a Robert Gibson pace, and we got it. Played 9 innings in 2 hours and 15 minutes. Different story now as we get into the 11th inning. More opportunities not cashed in.
And with the Orioles winning the game last night in extra innings, they go to 14-2 in extra inning games and 14 wins in a row.
Montero does not have a play. Ball and 2 strikes. Seager guarding the line at third. Pitch misses outside.
Good pitch from Josh. Two-seam fastball in on his hands. He'll probably go back away with another slider now. Trying to open up that outside corner. Keep Hardy honest now. Keep him from leaning out over the plate.
2-2.
There's a slider.
He did go. Home plate umpire Ron Culpa said you committed. That's a strikeout. Went out here in the 11th.
And a good pitch from Josh. After the fastball inside, he comes back with the slider off the plate away. Hardy not able to lay off of it.
Nate McLeod, 1 for 4 tonight. Strike, 1-1. Solid base hit. Clouth, 1-out base runner here in the 11th. Bring up Adam Jones. Jones 1 for 4 tonight. Lost in this the second night in a row. He had Ramirez throw a beauty for 8+. Felix goes 8, 6 hits, 1 run. A walk, 8 Ks. No decision for him.
Adam, the best hitter and the most dangerous hitter for Baltimore at this point. 285, 29 home runs. He's hit the ball hard 3 times tonight. Has 1 base hit.
Upstairs, ball 1. A reminder, Major League Baseball has no time curfew. Umpires, however, call the game if they feel it is not reasonable to start or finish a game that day or night due to weather. The game has already started, and in extra innings it will continue until the game is completed. One-0 count to Adam Jones. Clouth 8 out of 9 in base stealing. Adam Jones 4 for 15 in the series.
The other thing to think about too is the Mariners. They have to be short in their bullpen. There have to be some guys that aren't available tonight. First game of the series, Noesi struggled, so the bullpen had to do the bulk of the work. And then last night, of course, with the 18 innings, even though Ramirez was able to work his way into the ninth, they had to pitch. Saw Blake Bevan out there earlier. He's already thrown a bullpen because of the job that Felix had done. They figured he was okay.
2-0.
Look at last night. The amount of pitches that were thrown. There were a lot of them.
Man, it's a lot. One that kills you, though, is the Mariners 0 for 17. Almost a couple times, leadoff runner to second, don't even move him over, let alone score.
Right. They haven't had near the opportunities tonight. Just 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. The Baltimore Orioles 0 for 3 also.
Jones is going to get a good pitch here. It's not a good spot here.
And with Josh Kinney on the mound, I don't think he's going to throw him a fastball. He'll go with his slider. Maybe on the plate because he has to throw a strike, but I don't think he'll give him a fastball to hit.
(3-1).
Slider.
Sure was. Full count.
Nate McLeod at first. He will take off with the pitch, I have to believe. I don't think they'll leave him just standing there.
Three and two. Bottom of the ninth, Angels trailing 6-2 to the Rangers. (3-2) to Adam Jones. Clout takes off. Hammered. Left field. A lot of trouble. Going back. Gone. 2-run homer, Adam Jones. 3-1, Baltimore. And for Jones, his 30th home run. RBI 76 and 77.
We were talking about the best hitter for Baltimore. His 30th home run of the season. He gets a slider. Josh, unfortunately, leaves it in the middle of the plate and he elevates it. It's up.
.387 feet. Former Mariner. Adam Jones.
And when that ball landed in the bullpen, Jim Johnson
started cranking up.
Yeah, he got up right away.
Here's Davis, the hitter.
Again, yeah, you can see that slider just above the belt.
He knew it.
Yeah.
Well hit. Rudy going back. 2 down. 2 outs, 2 runs in here in the 11th. Coming up tomorrow, Root Sports high school football game of the week. It's the Battle of the Vikings as Curtis takes on Puyallup. 7 p.m. start time. Don't miss your favorite teams, local teams, in action every Thursday this fall on Root Sports. Two outs. Here's Mike Reynolds.
Reynolds 1 for 4. A single. He's also struck out swinging a couple of times his last 2 times out.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Jim Johnson, 44 saves, tops in the American League. Reynolds 0-2. In fact, Jim Johnson with the 44 saves leads the major leagues. Kimbrell has 37 over the National League. Craig Kimbrell of the Atlanta Braves. Montero. That's not good at all.
I think he hit him in the neck, it looks like.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's not good.
Wedge, assistant head trainer Rob Nodine.
Looks like Rob is checking his collarbone. Let's see if we can see anything. Oh, it's right in the throat. That's bad.
Ooh,
yeah.
Baby. Saw Montero hit leave a game earlier this season. Remember, he stood up and tried to give it a go, and then he wobbled, and they said, "You're done."
Looked like he was pointing to the side of his throat and part of his jaw, which would definitely be better than taking one in the Adams apple.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to go there.
Looks like he's going to be okay.
Miguel Olivo had a long night last evening, catching 18 innings, DHing this evening. Montero, July 4th against the Orioles, would took a standing 8 count and then eventually leave the ballgame. At least he can smile with Ron Culpo about it. Occupational hazard.
And get us back to the 1-2 count. Mark Reynolds hitting.
Adam Jones, 2-run homer a few minutes ago. Put Baltimore in front 3-1. Here's ground ball down to Seager. Throws out Reynolds, and the Mariners, they get a rally now. They're down 3-1. And coming up, it'll be Seager, Montero, and Smoke.
The 11th after an Adam Jones 2-run homer in the top of the inning. You know, the last couple of nights haven't just tested the resources on the field. It has been a strain on the equipment and the guys taking care of the equipment as well. Take this into consideration. Last night, they went through about 17 dozen balls. Tonight, they're on pace to go through more than 11 dozen baseballs. On an average night, the teams use about 8 dozen baseballs. And guys, you know that they don't just take these balls out of the container and use them as the pristine white. Each one of these balls has to be mudded up, and that is what Matt has been doing back in the umpire room nonstop for the last 2 days.
They have to use that Delaware River mud to rub them up, take the shine off, give them a chance to get a grip on it. Thanks, Jen. A lot of sphericals being used.
Well, Jim Johnson takes over, and you can see the last 7 days for him. Fairly busy, 64 pitches.
Strike one to Kyle Seager. Seager, Montero, and Smoke. They're in the 11th, down 2. And Dino smothers it, throws safe.
There's a start. Great effort by Andino. Wasn't able to get much on the throw.
And brings the tying run to the plate.
It looked like it was going to make it up the middle. He smothers it on the dive and can't get anything on the throw. Kyle looked like he almost turned an ankle when he hit the base.
Bring up Montero. Oh, make that 1 for 4. He got a base hit the centers last time up. Seager with a 10-game hitting streak. Montero takes ball 1. That infield hit Seager, a 10-game hitting streak, a career best. Base hit. Runs aboard. Stage set for Smoke.
Get a pinch runner. Biggins coming out of the dugout to pinch run for Montero. I think with Eric Wedge letting Smoke run up there, he's not going to try for the tie here. He's not going to have Smoke on. See Sean Biggins pinch running for Montero. Like Montero gets a fastball inside. He missed with the first one. Comes back with another one. He finds a hole in the left side of the infield. Machado, the third baseman, guarding the line. There was a huge hole over there.
Needed that. 2 good at bats for Montero to finish 2 for 5. Smoke. Chopper. Reynolds, there's 1. Johnson back to first. Oh, brother, they got him. Nice play. A 3-6-1 double play.
Take a look at it. Chopper. Reynolds, I think he's just trying to get the lead runner. But a good turn by Hardy. You can see Figgins trying to get a piece of him. And then, wow, I didn't know the ball had hit the ground. Good scoop by the pitcher.
That's a nice play.
Yeah.
Second double play turn tonight by the Orioles.
I'll leave Michael Saunders 1 for 3. He also walked his last time out.
Ball 1. Saunders walking stolen bases last time up. 1 for 3.
Pretty good fastball from Johnson, too, at 96 miles an hour.
It was.
Probably go away with the fastball again. See if Michael can look out there. Drive it. Hit a home run to left field the other day.
Good eye.
All right.
3-0.
Olivo waiting on deck. Olivo the DH. I would assume that Jaso will come out and hit for him if he reaches home plate. There's John.
With a strike, 3 balls, 1 strike. One from Johnson. Walk. Marty Schottenheimer used to say in the NFL, boys, there's a gleam
Certainly is, because that'll bring out John Jaso, who's been their best pinch hitter on the year.
He's going to be aggressive. You know, Johnson's around the plate. Jaso represents the winning run. Throw down to second. Oh, brother, they got him. Holy mackerel. That's how the game ends. Oh, brother. Wow. Baltimore sweeps. They get it done in extra frames again tonight. They win 3-1. And Saunders thrown out down at second. Boy, that is a very distasteful ending to a 3-hour, 14-minute ball game. Orioles win it 3-1.
Mariners didn't have as many chances tonight. 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. A good outing for Felix Hernandez, as you see Michael Saunders, the best stealer for the Mariners. He stole his 20th base on the season. A perfect throw by Taylor Teagarden. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Right on his foot.
That's a great throw.
Saunders, who has a great stealing percentage, 20 steals, only been caught 3 times on the year. That, unfortunately, is the 4th time.
Earlier in this road trip, Baltimore lost the game in that very same fashion, down 3-2. And they had Xavier Avery thrown out to end the ball game at Oakland. Day off tomorrow for the Mariners. Rangers come to town. Brad and Bill, it's all yours.
Gentlemen, thank you.